Hello, faith leaders, and welcome to Breaktime. Today's proverb is 26:27. Whoever digs a pit will fall into it. If someone rolls a stone, it will roll back on them. I think, what in the world are you talking about? Well, that's how a lot of enemies tried to trap those that they were trying to trap, the other enemies. They would dig a hole and then cover it up, and then eventually the enemy would fall into it. Or they would roll, this is odd to me, they would roll stones up the hill, and then they would try to force them back onto their enemies. Well, according to Solomon, again, we're talking about deception. People who use deception as a tool, who have wickedness in their heart, they plot these same things for their enemy. They plot the trap for their enemy, and they use deception and malice. They plot it. They think their enemy's going to fall into it. But often what happens, here's something interesting, they fall into it instead. They fall into their own trap that they set for other people. So that gives us some sort of encouragement. But what this kind of reminds me of, well, what it really reminds me of is the same seeds that we plant will be the same seeds that were sown. So if we plant to evil, we can't expect those seeds to produce fruit that will last for eternity. That fruit will be short-lived. It will soon die out. When you plant to good, when you plant to eternity, when you plant to for the kingdom purposes, those seeds that are planted will be seeds that will, when they bloom, will last for eternity. That fruit will be true, will be real, will be authentic. So it's promising again that faith leaders, we plant seeds that are true, authentic kingdom seeds. And when we plant those, the fruit that comes out of those are kingdom purposes. It's pure, it's genuine, it's sincere, it's good, it's fruitful, and it will last. It will last. And so faith leaders, don't be concerned necessarily about the seeds that are being planted that are evil, because eventually those seeds will be exposed. The same that they try to do to others will come back to them, is what this passage is training and teaching. The same traps of evil that they try to get others to fall into will eventually catch up to them. It is not our role to make sure of that. God is a just God. We rely upon him to expose that. That's not our job. But we walk beside people all the time. And Solomon even prays, David prays in Psalms that the evil will be exposed. So we could pray the same. Pray that evil will be exposed, that the Lord will, if you're surrounded by it at your workplace, don't allow it to hold you down, but just keep pressing in to your kingdom purposes, but pray that it will be exposed. And you, leader, have a blessed day.